What's up, YouTube? Elliot here from Neanderthal Fitness, www.neanderthalfit.com. Personal trainer, fitness instructor, fitness enthusiast. So today you may notice that I'm a floating head because I'm holding the camera rather than having it on my makeshift tripod made of cushions and beanbags that I normally do. The reason being, today we're going to the kitchen. Today I'm going to make a protein bar. So some of you may, like me, have thought, hey, it would be good to make my own protein bar, and then you've found recipes online, maybe on YouTube, and they're bars that you put together with things like milk and peanut butter and protein powder, and then they put it in the fridge and they say, yeah, it's set and it's like a bar that you can carry around with you and eat. And then you make it, and that shit doesn't happen, because let's think about the physics. You put milk in the fridge, it doesn't set. You put peanut butter in the fridge, it doesn't set. You know, why would that, when it's all mixed together, suddenly become a solid bar-like thing? So the bar I'm going to make for you today, this is a first attempt, so it may come out like shit, but hopefully it's going to be good. And it's going to be baked, so it will be a solid bar that you can actually take and use as a snack when you're at school or work or anywhere else where you don't have access to cook some good healthy grub. So come with me to the kitchen and we'll get this shit started. Alright, so the lighting's really shit in here, so this is it before it goes in. I'm mixing it in a saucepan because I can. So here's some of the mix all together, kind of coagulated. So hopefully this is going to bake together into a solid thing, but we'll see. So I'm just going to run you through the ingredients, which we have here. Ignore the milk. I was going to put a splash of milk. My milk is out of date. So we've got some delicious all organic peanut butter, no sugar, no palm oil. Good shit. That's what you want. Real organic peanut butter that's just peanuts. You'll know it because it's sloppy and you have to stir the solid together with the liquid. Generic cheap from Holland and Barrett chocolate whey protein. Generic cheap porridge oats. Walmart equivalent, I guess, if you're in the US, as they own Asda now. And some cocoa to make it taste good. And 1 egg. Let me flip this around. Alright, and 1 egg. So I'm going to pop this in the oven. I'm going to shape it into a bar shape, put it in the oven for a little while, let it cook solid. I'm going to show you it, and then if it turns out well, I'll weigh it to see how much the bar actually weighs, and I'll go through the macros and the breakdown of exactly how I put all of the ingredients together. So see you in a few minutes. Alright, so here's the finished product. It's quite a large bar, quite thick, not overly long. Size test, I guess you don't know how big my hands are, but they're not huge. So, you know, it's kind of, I would say, just slightly shorter, slightly stubbier than an average bar, but a hell of a lot thicker, and definitely quite dense feeling. Feels quite hard on the outside, quite dense. Not the most appetizing looking protein bar I've ever seen. It looks kind of like a bit of a turd, but you know, whatever. So we'll go ahead and weigh it. Scales are zeroed. I don't think you can really see that here, but I'll try and zoom in. Yeah, the camera doesn't like focusing there. It's low light here. It's raining today. It's about 110 grams, 120 grams. So fairly heavy. You know, if you consider an average protein bar is what, 40 to 50 grams, maybe 60 for some of the bigger ones. So I'll just go through the nutrition for you before I do the taste test. So, well, I go through the ingredients first, then the nutrition. So 10 grams of chocolate whey protein, 50 grams standard porridge oats, 1 egg, 5 grams of cocoa, and 10 grams of organic peanut butter. The 375 calories. It's got 15 grams of fat, mostly from the eggs and the protein, eggs and the peanut butter. It's got 40 grams of carbs, which is a good figure. Not good if you're on a diet or low carbing it, but fairly decent if you're bulking or you just are only interested in protein. And protein, 23 grams, which could be better and could be increased by adding more protein powder. So I only added 10 grams of protein powder, which is like 7.5 grams of protein. You could use gold standard 100% whey, and obviously 10 grams would give you 10 grams of protein, or it's chocolatey flavoured powder or whatever flavour you do. So this is obviously chocolate peanut butter flavour, but you could use any protein powder. So yeah, it's baked up really well. As you can see, it's not like floppy and breakable like the refrigerator ones. So yeah, that's how it comes out. That's the content. Basically I just added all the dry ingredients together, stuck the peanut butter in, stuck the egg in, mixed it up with a spoon, and then kind of pressed it together into a bar shape with my hand. So you can make it longer and flatter into more of a traditional bar shape. Just let me flip this camera around. Okay, so now I'm looking at me. Hey, me. And so are you, you poor people. I'll try to get the camera out of my nostrils. So, taste test time. It looks huge next to my face. It's really a meal replacement rather than a snack bar. Alright. Yeah, I cut the camera off there. I didn't want to talk while I was chewing down on this. But, it's not bad. It could definitely do with being sweeter, maybe through adding some sugar, but obviously that negatively affects the health benefits of it. Maybe you could try some stevia, something like that. Maybe even coat it with some dark chocolate on top, just to give it a little bit more of a desserty taste. But it's not bad. It's very edible. It's the best homemade protein bar in terms of actually being a bar that you can hold in your hands, squeeze it, tap it on things. You can stick it in a lunchbox and take it with you wherever you need to go. You could make batches of this just by obviously increasing up the ingredients. So if you wanted 12 protein bars to last you almost 2 weeks, if you had one a day, then you'd need 12 eggs, 120 grams of protein powder, which is really nothing. I guess it'd nearly enough be quite like almost an entire pot of peanut butter. But it's not bad, it's the best home protein bar that I've tried. Not to blow my own trumpet, but it's actually set. The refrigerator ones, don't even try them because they don't set. Maybe if you freeze them, but in a fridge they just remain sticky and sloppy, so you can only eat them at home. And really there's no point to a protein bar at home because you can cook some eggs and whatever, unless you just want something desserty. So yeah guys, that's my first attempt at kind of protein cooking. If you enjoyed this, let me know, like the video, comment. I can probably will try new recipes, try and get this taste thing down. So I'm going to finish my protein bar. It looks like a feast there, a feast ice cream. I've finished my protein bar, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace, YouTube.